Officials in the U.S. have been maintaining that the spike in inflation we saw last month will be temporary. Now, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has spelled that out in a little more detail, saying she thinks it'll last through the end of the year. Some are concerned also that the Biden administration's budget proposal to come Friday, worth around $6 trillion, will mean more inflation. But Yellen said she doesn't think so. Kim Sung-min reports.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Thursday that the above-normal inflation in the U.S. will last until the end of this year. Testifying to a virtual hearing of the House Appropriations subcommittee, Yellen said she believes that the recent inflation will be temporary but will last for several more months. The U.S. in the month of April saw consumer prices surge 4.2% on year, the sharpest rise since 2008. Yellen attributed the volatility in prices to shifts in consumer spending in the pandemic and supply chain bottlenecks. Republicans have seized on rising prices to criticize the Biden spending proposals, but Yellen rejected claims that the administration's plan for long-term spending would accelerate inflation. She was speaking a day before the Biden administration is expected to propose a government budget worth around $6 trillion. Citing people familiar with the plan, the Wall Street Journal reports that it'll put the country on a path to spend $8.2 trillion annually by the end of 2031. That would bring U.S. federal spending to its highest sustained level since World War II. This will be the first budget under President Biden, who wants to boost spending on infrastructure, education, healthcare, and social services. His plan means sharply higher taxes on corporations and the wealthy, which officials say will make up for the higher spending within 15 years. Though the government will continue to be in the red until then, they say the spending will raise the economy's productivity in the long term. Kim Sung-min, Arirang News.